All right, well, welcome back, guys. We're here to talk about The Gift, or as I like to call it, Karma is a Bitch.
Oh, yeah.
This is not at all what I was expecting from this movie.
No, that was about what I expected.
You think it was gonna be like this?
Roughly.
Roughly? Even that whole middle part? Well, aren't you, Mr. Fantastic?
Still doesn't mean they didn't do a good job.
No, it's
Jesus.
Great.
Yeah, although I will give him credit. I thought the dog was gonna be dead.
Yeah, we both thought the dog was gonna die. That's one thing I was glad to be wrong, though, because, like, damn it, I'm tired of playing this game in horror movies.
Yeah.
Or thrillers. Okay, how long till the dog dies?
Yeah.
Which, I'll admit, it's a game I stole from Cinema Snob after I watched, like, the Babadook review. It's like, okay, how long till the dog dies? It's like, shit, and then I was like, shit, that does happen a lot in these kind of movies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're not happening here, thank God. This is a really good movie. Let me get to
Yeah.
the chase. This is a really good movie. And it's really needed it after Fantastic Four. Oh my God. I mean, I kept hearing great reviews about this movie. I just thought it's gonna be like a straight up thriller, though. Like, it was gonna take place, of course, several days. No, it takes place over the course of fucking months.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just, there are a few jump scares, but it's used very sparingly, which I liked, which I really liked they did that. I like that it did focus a lot of attention on building suspense, on building atmosphere, and building characters. And again, I'm gonna make this like I'm gonna tell you when we're gonna make a commercial break before we get into spoilers, because this is one thing. There's a big thing we kind of have to talk about, but we can't because it gives away a huge chunk of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just a really well-written thriller.
Yeah, I mean, just great dialogue, relatively well-paced. It's slow burn, so...
I was fine. Yeah. I like the slow burn, to be honest, though.
I did. Yeah, I said slow burn, not slow-paced. Obviously, because it's one of those things like they're trying to let things boil up, and like for good reason. Like, they do a good job of kind of like planting the seeds and just kind of letting it grow, and just like it used it to its full extent by the end.
Yeah.
And it just... Jesus.
Yeah. Like, when this movie was over and the credits kind of rolled, which, by the way, big dramatic moment followed by... Coming to get you. He's coming to get you. Like, really, it's like poppy kind of 80s song. We're kind of like, okay, that's a bit... Either way, it was a bit odd, which I was fine with, but we both kind of looked at each other for a second like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So... Fuck. Okay. I might as well take a commercial break. Yeah, like, there's really not much we could say without giving away a huge chunk of the movie.
Give away the basic plot line right now.
Okay, so... The way this movie starts, the storyline gets kind of complex as it keeps going, but the basic plot is Jason Bateman plays this character who is moving into California.
Simon and his wife Robin.
Simon and his wife Robin, who moving into California because Simon got a new job with this big firm that he's trying to become the partner of, I guess.
Yeah.
And they want to start a family, so they go over there, but when they're over there, they run into an old, I guess, was it high school?
Acquaintance?
I mean, like, high school student?
Yeah.
Okay. High school acquaintance named Gordon, or as they call him, just Gordo. But right off the bat, he seems kind of odd. Like, there's something about him that just makes you straight up uncomfortable. And, by the way, that was a great little setup right there. A common thing you see in a lot of thrillers is that they seem perfectly normal until one thing goes wrong. And all of a sudden, they go snap, and they snap, and they reveal that, hey, they are psychos. But no, this one right off the bat, it's like, okay, there's something deeply disturbed up with this man. There's something very uncomfortable. And you get a sense right off the bat that there is some definite bad blood between him and Jason Bateman. Yeah. Which is revealed, which we'll get to, mostly in the second half. And that's what the second half mostly revolves about, dealing with all of that. Yeah. That, which, like I said, karma's a bitch. Like, without giving anything away. Like, yeah. I will say this, like, pretty much everything that happens to all these characters in this movie is 100% justifiable.
Well, except for Robin, she's just kind of...
like, Robin's the only one I would argue gets even a remotely happy ending. Yeah. Again, without giving anything away, although I think I kind of gave away a bit. But, like, no, like, Jason Bateman plays a really good asshole in this movie.
Yeah, and Joel Edgerton, who also wrote and directed this, plays a very good creep.
Oh, that was
Joel Edgerton.
He did a great job.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at first until I realized, like, that's Joel Edgerton! That's why I also made...
fucker.
That's why, when he said that he used to be military, that's why I made that joke about he was in SEAL Team 6.
Oh, I never saw...
Because Zero Dark 30.
I never saw Zero Dark 30, but... Like that joke makes a lot more sense now. I was like kind of like, okay.
Yeah, because he just looks completely different in here. Like his facial structure and just the fact that he's no longer blonde. And even the hairstyle, because normally he's kind of got like the crew cut and the goatee and like the full beard. It throws you off.
I don't know, like I said, I didn't see Zero Dark 30, so I can't compare to that. But
yeah, I mean, just in general.
I don't know what else he's been in.
God, he's been in so many things I can't remember off the top of my head. It's gonna bug the crap out of me now. But so yeah. Anyway, they do their little get together, he tries to be buddy, but, you know, as you said,
it's not working, and then he gets creepier and creepier by leaving small little gifts at first, like a bottle of wine, on their front porch, even though they never told him their address, which, I mean, they explain how he got it, just that he heard the cashier, he heard Jason Bateman tell the cashier the address.
Oh, that's what did it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because that's how I got it anyway. Because like that's right off the bat. Like he just happens to be within earshot. That's how I kind of reason why I thought they made it audible.
That makes the best sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I got the address. So he starts leaving like little packages, but then it gets like more and more invasive until the point it's like, hey, we're not comfortable with this. Or Jason Bateman makes that call more than Robin, who wants to give him a fair chance. He's a little too forgiving in my opinion. Like I respect trying to be nice to the more socially awkward people. I have absolute respect to that, but there are boundaries. When you violate those boundaries, there's a point where it's like, okay, we need to take a step back. and when you start giving me freshwater fish and all that shit, that's kind of like...
Yeah, koi, to be exact.
Koi fish, and as it turns out, makes a copy of the key to your house, that's where I draw the line.
Now that I'm wondering how he got, but it's not really necessary to explain.
Yeah, again, I got... spoiler, sorry.
Yeah. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah, So after that, Gordon doesn't take it very well and starts stalking them more so, and then going beyond that point goes into major spoiler territory.
Yeah, so maybe now we should do that.
Okay, so we're gonna take a commercial break here, guys, and after we get back, we will talk about the major spoiler in this movie. Dear fucking Christ. Okay, welcome back. Yeah. I hope that was a fantastic product that you viewed. Anywho. So yeah. Jason this movie has a very strong anti-bullying message.
Yeah.
Which I was not expecting from this movie.
I got that vibe from the trailer. Well, I knew there was going to be something along those lines.
Yeah, I kind of feel like something along those lines, but I wasn't expecting to be as strong in this movie. It's a better bullying message than Unfriended was.
Yeah. That's how you do it right, Unfriended.
Yeah. Just kind of goes to the fact that it turns out back in the high school days, Jason Bateman and a couple of his friends were these huge big bullies who picked on Gordo. They called him Gordo the Weirdo.
Yeah.
And when they made this huge lie that Gordo was apparently in a car having sex.
That he got molested.
That he got molested by another guy. And then they all started calling him gay. They reported this whole situation, and they got Gordo kicked out, or was it committed?
They said it got him just like removed. Probably committed, because the idea that they moved him for his safety.
Yeah, because after his dad found out, he tried to kill him apparently.
Yeah.
Gordo's dad found out, I mean. And that leads to all kinds of problems, which lead to the socially awkward person he is today.
Yeah.
And that's why he wants revenge on Jason Bateman, especially after he's still being a dick to him. After all these years, he kind of, like, Jason Bateman does a very kind of good bait and switch. I mean, like, you never really like Jason Bateman's character. I think they kind of make a point to say you're not supposed to like this guy. But at the same time, you don't really get an idea of how fucked up he is as a person until, like, Robin starts digging into it and you realize, like, wait a minute, like, how much has he been lying? How much he's been fucking around behind my back, that kind of thing. Not literally fucking around, but, you know, basically just doing really shady shit behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, it was foreshadowed early on where, there's some of the twists I called before they actually happened. Like, Jason Bateman, again, is trying to vie for this partnership with this company, and he learns his other competitors, his name is like Danny something, and you see him write down in big letters, Danny, and whatever his last name was. So it's like, and then you find out later through like a brief dinner conversation, like, oh yeah, something happened to me, didn't you hear? And it's like, okay, Jason Bateman did that, you know, just stuff like that. You can tell, like, okay, this is a shady motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's revealed when he goes this big, huge, angry rant about winners and losers and how, like, hey, my dad was mean to me, he wants me crying about it. Like, you know, bully mentality.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what are your thoughts?
I thought they did a good job of trying to, like, actually analyze some of this. Like, when they brought that up, it's like, you know, I mentioned the whole, you know, yeah, it was like when he said I wasn't crying about it, I was like, you're kind of crying now.
Well, it's because he's being called on it.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, and as you said, like, they did a much better job of kind of, like, analyzing, like, the effects of what these things do. Mm-hmm. Like, they show, like, how it kind of, how it stayed with him into an adult, and how this kind of, like, how his behavior basically messed up other people, you know, specifically.
Yeah, it destroyed his life.
Yeah.
And it's like, comparing this to Unfriended, because this is the only in recent memory I could think of that had strong anti-bullying messages, and why this one does so much better, is like, that one was like, short-term, stupid kid shit. This is how, like, it affects you years down the line, and how it can come back to bite you in the ass. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
And less often than it should, but damn does karma bite Bateman in the ass hard in this movie. Yeah. Really fucking hard.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, Edgerton, Gordo doesn't even have to do all of it.
No, he does very little. He makes Robin just paranoid enough.
He just plants the seeds, and then a lot of these things are like his own doings.
Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, like Bateman's character really is just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, he is the architect of his own destruction, basically, because he's the kind of person who's just used to getting what he wants. Yeah. You kind of get that impression from him. Like, that's how he has a big fancy car. That's how his wife, who gets to stay at home, and she gets pregnant halfway through the movie. That's why Gordo...
Oh, jeez.
There's the possible implications there, which, you know,
we'll explain
is
that
left up to interpretation. It's kind of like Inception. You can pick whatever ending you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when you don't know that it really messes with you.
Because it's like probably not, but maybe.
Yeah. It's just like basically he. In the end, you find out like how much creeping he does. Like he's basically,
really
as you mentioned, you know, made the key to his house. He's bugged. Oh
no, he bugged the house that he was looking after. That he made everyone believe was really his house. Although I never believed it was his house.
And the funny thing, we didn't believe that. And the thing that set that, because at some point he mentions how he's dealing with an ex-wife and something like that. Mm-hmm. And I pointed out the wedding ring was on his pinky.
How could you tell he was doing a wedding ring? Was it a wedding band? I don't know.
Yeah, it was supposed to look like a wedding band.
Oh, okay.
And I noticed it's just like, okay, now he's lying. He's definitely lying about that too. Then.
Well, like for the moment I walked in the driveway, I was like, "There's no way this is his house."
Yeah.
Like that one, I kind of called like right from that's like bullshit. That is not his house.
Yeah.
And like the way it was like decorating stuff like that, like that does not match at all. Except for the monkeys, apparently. The monkeys are still appropriate. And Bateman's weird phobia of monkeys, which, you know, they kind of did something with that at the very end. But
more to mock than actually...
It's just kind of there. It's not really an important story detail. Other than Jason Bateman's scared of monkeys. Ooh, okay. I don't blame them. They flame poo you and shit. Well, you know, they flame poo and other things.
Yeah.
I guess shit, technically. I'm not thinking too much about this. Scare me.
But yeah, it's like, I do like that this whole opportunity kind of creates a good level of depth in all the characters, and even though you don't like Bateman, there is something still mildly sympathizable with him in some regards.
It's more like, just the fact that they feel like real people.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even if this is kind of more a classic thriller thriller setting, it does it in a way that it takes its time. It's not relying on jump scares, which is a huge, huge thing for me. Yeah. Because I'm so tired of jump scares in movies. I'm totally tired of jump scares in video games, too, and I'm thinking about that. I'm tired of jump scares in fucking general. Because they are a cheap way to get thrills. And the fact that they only use two or three max.
It was two. It was the shower bit and the dog bit.
Yeah, well, the shower bit, by the way, made everyone in our theater lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, it's like, and we saw it coming.
Yeah, we did. I mean, it still got me a little bit. Like, they're effective jump scares because it doesn't use that much of them. Yeah. It's like, see how effective that is when you don't rely on them for scares movies? And like, they become a lot scarier because you're not expecting it. That's how a jump scare works.
Well, we were still expecting it, but it's just, as you said,
it's more effective. Exactly. They knew when to use. Well, I guess in the dog one you probably didn't need, but even then it's like, okay, you get one. Everyone gets one, or 2. But it's like it's a smart enough movie that even though it wasn't necessary, I'm still willing to forgive it.
Because what's I love about this movie is just how much paranoia it instills instead.
Yeah, like it's great atmosphere.
Yeah, like they do just very little things that like set you off or like make you like, oh, what's gonna happen?
And if you're not thirsty for Gatorade by the time this movie is over.
I think after that you'd probably be even less thirsty because I think it's hinted that he spiked that stuff.
I thought it was more hinted that he would just kind of, because he spilled it, she spilled it. So, I mean, it wasn't opened when she.
No, it was.
Oh, what? When she pulled it out of the fridge?
Oh, you're right. I don't know.
I don't think so. So I don't think he spiked it. I think he was just picking it up because it was tipped over when he walked in. Remember, because she spilled it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I thought. That's all I took that out of that. But.
Yeah, well, because he was bringing it with him too.
True. I mean, you can get that out of it. I mean, again, it's kind of up to interpretation whether or not he did.
Yeah. Because, well, then again, maybe not. Because at some point she faints, and you get more of a truth reveal at the end of what the hell happened. But like, we're not sure if he even did anything. But it's like it's one of the things. Like as we said. It instills that paranoia to make you think maybe he did. I mean, it was kind of implied that she has some stress, anxiety issues too. Yeah. So it could just very well just been a result of that. Yeah. So again, you can make up your own mind what really happened. Either way, he did do some exacerbation for it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he definitely was deliberately fucking with them and convincing Robinson was wrong. While Jason Bateman's trying to deny it. Blah 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 blah. While he's doing his own shady background shit. Yeah. And towards the end, it kind of turns wow, is Bateman the bad guy? I kind of figured that was going to be the case. I kind of feel it would go a little bit, but I wasn't expecting to the extreme they were going with. Like Last Man on Earth levels. Oh, fuck. I stopped watching that show after the 3rd episode because this guy's a dick. Yeah. Well, it's kind of the same scenario where they bait and switch you. He's not supposed to be the hero. He's the villain. Oh. Well, still a dick. Yeah. I don't know. It's anyway. Anywho, but where was I going with this? It's a creepy movie. Yeah, very creepy. It's an effective movie. It gets its point across. I thought it did kind of beat the anti-bully stuff a little over the head towards the end, at least in the middle part, a little bit. But other than that, very effective movie. It knows what it's doing. It's smartly directed. It's brilliantly acted. Yeah. The acting here is all top notch. I can't think of a performance I didn't like. Yeah. And again, just does present the long-term effects of what bullying has on people, which is something you don't really see very often in movies, or at least not directly. Yeah. So that was nice to see. I mean, unless you count the 5 million supervillains that exist in movies nowadays. Yeah. That are almost all results of bullying now that I think about it. Or parental abuse, one of the two. Or, it's clobbering time. Yeah. I'm still mad about that. But, yeah. There's a part of me wants to rant about that again, but I was no, I've said my piece. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's gone, Michael. It's gone. Shh. That's my brain talks to me. Yeah. But, yeah, do you want to talk about that final act? Jesus Christ! The worst day of Bateman's life is his son's birthday. Yeah. How fucked up is that? Yeah, so the whole thing where he basically screwed up the employee eventually attacks his house. Yeah, and reveals what he's done. And it comes to light that he did fabricate everything. Yeah. So he loses his job. His wife doesn't want him in the house anymore because she doesn't trust him. Because why the fuck would she? Yeah. After finding out the Danny thing too, and then Gordo comes back. Leaves a big hey, I've been stalking and watching you for months, slowly manipulating your wife. Hardy har. Oh, and I might be the father to that baby. Hardy har. Ugh. But he gets a revenge phone call, of which Gordo just gets to rip into him. You can just feel the pure hatred in his face in that last sequence there. And just I fucking hate you. If I had it my way, I would kill you myself. Yeah. But this is good enough for me. And that's kind of what the final act is Bateman. Yeah, that's the other thing. From what I've seen, he didn't really want to do physical harm. He just really wanted to screw with their mind and just make his life hell. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, at the same time, I kind of got in the eyes, the kind of I wish you were dead, but this is good enough kind of eyes from him at the very end. The sad fact is I kind of get it. Yeah.
because I had shitty friends growing up. So at the same time, I was like, I get that mentality. Granted, nothing I would ever act on because I'm a well-adjusted person.
Yeah.
I like to think. I don't know. I have moments.
Yeah.
So don't piss me off. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not like that.
Yeah, with all the shit I pulled against him.
Oh, you're okay. This is for the Flash Thompson me.
Yeah.
Check on Mr. Bojangles.
Ow, that hurt. Oh, you had your revenge. That was a painful cough.
Good. I'm kidding. You're good. You're good. You're good. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Just for now.
Yeah.
The same you know what the scary part is?
Yeah.
Is in my angrier teenage years, I have conjured up a similar plan to Gordo's. Not quite to this extreme, mind you, but like, if I want to systematically destroy their life, how would I do that? Oh.
Please don't kill me.
Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna make you wish you were dead.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really?
Do we really want to talk about that? I don't want to talk about Suicide Squad.
I'm still kind of looking forward to it.
I'm hopeful, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm usually a fan of David Ayers, so
I don't know.
We shall see.
It's one of those things I'm cautiously optimistic.
That's a good way to put it.
Anywho, so yeah, Gordo gets his ultimate revenge. He has taken everything from Bateman.
Yeah.
He's taken his wife, he's taken his son, he's taken his car, he's taken his job, his house.
Yeah.
The only thing Bateman can do is cry in a hallway.
Yeah. Basically, any chance of him repairing anything is pretty much next to gone.
Yep. And Gordo just watches in this hateful glance before taking off his, like, he was faking a broken arm to fool Robin.
Yeah.
And then as he walks away in blurred vision, he takes the armband off, throws it like in the nearest dumpster, and then boom, directed by.
Yeah.
And great ending.
Yeah, the entire just like it's
kind of like Jesus. No, fantastic fucking ending.
Yeah.
Like, fantastic. Like, that's why I was like, oh, please end there. If this is the ending, this is a perfect ending to the story. Yeah. And it did. I was so happy.
Yeah, it's just, it does a good job, like, leaving you slightly open-ended, but mostly pessimistic about any hope for anything. Yeah,
it's like, no. At the same time, it's hard to feel bad for him, because at the same time, it is fucking deserved for what he did. So it's like I was saying, as much as a creep Gordo is, and he's like, don't get me wrong, he's not a good person, and I don't advocate any kind of action he does.
Yeah.
Nor would I ever do anything like that in case those rumors start going around. Not, I don't know who spread them, but but at the same time, it's hard not to say that his actions weren't justified, or that you don't get them.
Yeah.
Like it says, okay, he's a creep. But I understand.
Pretty much.
It's completely understandable why you would do this. So, yeah. It's like, do you want anything else to add?
Probably the themes in this movie. Like, as I said, it kind of discussed the idea of, the anti-bullying. Mm-hmm. Really does a good job of, like, kind of, also exploring the idea of, like, what happens when you're stuck on the idea of something and, like, what that does. Mm-hmm. In terms of, like, your perception of people, the idea of trust and whatnot.
Yeah.
And how just, like... Because, like, it's almost like everyone has, like, this pure image of, like a strict image of something. But when those ideas are shattered, that pretty much just has huge effects on the world around them. Yeah.
And it's like, and bravo for Bateman for doing a very different movie than he's usually done. Very much going against typecast and doing such a damn good job at it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, bravo to pretty much all the cast here, especially, like, this is kind of like an expansion of what I said. What I said when I reviewed This Is the Part Where I Leave You.
Yeah.
With another Jason Bateman movie. It's like, he can do dramatic acting. He can do it very, very well. Yeah. He just doesn't do it very often. And this is the movie that shows, yes, he can, and he's great at it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see more like this from him in the future. But no, you're right. The themes are good. Like, so the strongest one for me is like just the anti-bullying stuff, because I can't remember a movie that's done it like this in a long time.
The documentary Bully?
That's not a documentary.
No, I'm
kidding. That's not a documentary. That's cheating. That's a documentary.
Yeah, I was being a smart ass.
And plus, I watch a documentary once every blue moon, so it's not a movie I would ordinarily see anyway.
Fair enough.
But yeah, anything else?
Not really. Just it's a good thriller. Like, it's not the best one by far, but like it is.
It's the best we've gotten this year.
Oh hell yeah!
And this will probably go on my top 10 list.
I think so.
Yeah. So trailers then. The first one we got was for an interesting little movie with Chris Pine and I can't remember his name. But
the guy from 12 Years a Slave.
That guy, and isn't he Black Panther now?
No, that's Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, he's gonna be playing Baron Mordo in Doctor Strange. That's what it was.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, no, it kind of fits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be fighting Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, I just got the connection.
Watch the Terminator review.
Oh, no, I was going to say...
I forgot. I'm not making that joke. I'm not. Oh. The movie's called Z for Zechariah.
Yeah.
Basically,
so it's an unofficial sequel to 12 Years a Slave. This is my revenge!
No, wait, how is this...
Remember? I don't know, because he was the good slave owner.
But Benedict Cumberbatch isn't in this movie.
He was in 12 Years a Slave.
I know the connection. I'm not talking about Doctor Strange.
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, never mind. My mind slipped.
It's like, no, like, Chris Pine wasn't in 12 Years a Slave.
So I meant,
You're thinking Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I meant that in Doctor Strange that would be the case.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
okay.
But yeah,
I moved on from Doctor Strange, sir. I'm talking about Z for Zechariah now.
Well, sorry. But yes. But yeah, that is an interesting little post-apocalyptic movie.
Yeah. As the first, I was kind of like, another post-apocalyptic movie. Okay, really? We're doing another one? Okay. Hopefully, I mean, but at the same time, it looks like it's an interesting concept, so we'll see. I mean, it kind of feels like a less comedic version of Last Man on Earth, but only, it should be really Last Woman on Earth who finds all the guys.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it looks interesting. And then we got, I really want to see this one, Cop Car. I really want to fucking see this one.
After I heard good reviews after I saw that trailer, it's just like...
I really want to fucking see this movie. So I'm going to see if I can find it.
Like, that just looks like creepy yet funny at the same time.
Kevin Bacon with a porno mustache. As a corrupt cop hunted a bunch of kids. Fuck yeah, man.
Anyone asks, God, it does look like a good movie though.
It looks really fucking good.
And also I want to see it just to give me hope for the Spider-Man movie coming out.
Why?
Well, because it's the same director.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Why would I know that?
I'm not sure, because everywhere I read, that's all they say. It's like, he just recently directed Cop Car, and when I read about stuff about Cop Car, the guy who's recently set to direct Spider-Man.
I don't know, it's one of those things, I don't read as much news stuff like that as I used to, because I try to keep myself really cold for reviews, because I've had issues where, like, that's a really good point, that's a really good point, that's a really good point, and then I end up bringing those points up in the reviews, and I feel bad about it. So anywho, that's more my personal shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really want to see Cop Car. And then we got Sinister 2, which is another movie.
Wait, which one?
Sinister 2.
Oh, yeah. We got the Red Band trailer, which wasn't very Red Bandy.
There was a couple spurts of blood and shit.
Yeah.
Well, blood. Anywho.
Yeah, this time we got to see a gator.
It's probably the gators from Exodus that just fucking murdered everything. Fucking Exodus. Piece of shit.
Glad I didn't see that one.
Yeah. It's just me and Muha falling asleep in the theater. Fuck that movie. I forget, did that make my top 10 the worst list? I don't remember.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Oh wait, that got beaten out by Unbroken. That's what it was.
Right!
Which movie that made me 10 times angrier. I think largely because I went to go see it alone.
I find it funny that despite the fact that we made you so angry, like, that was not the worst on your list, and you were less angry about other things.
It's because the other ones, like, objectively they were much, much worse, but I didn't remember them as clearly. That was the big thing.
Okay.
Although if I was going objectively, I should have easily put Kramer's Saving Christmas on number 1 in hindsight, but I have no regrets. I put it number 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I put
at least that movie was so bad it like made you laugh a couple times.
A couple times. I laughed my ass off to the whole thing, dude.
All right, next.
You didn't even get to the rap. Apparently, there was a rap battle at the end of the credits, and I missed it. I was so disappointed. Oh, we're getting it on Blu-ray. We're gonna do a live reaction video for Christmas.
This is my live reaction.
No. We're gonna watch. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna watch it. We're going to record the reactions, and then I'm going to make a montage of it later. Okay, Scarface, you can put the face away now.
I can't. It's literally just twitching it.
Anyways, it's Sinister 2 is more than likely going to be... This only seems to happen for horror movies for some reason. It's movies we keep trying to go see, we never get to see it, then we end up skipping it just because, fuck it, it's not worth our time anymore.
Yeah. In all fairness, I did see Insidious 3, but yeah, it probably wasn't worth your time. It was just so...
Yeah, I was like, well, you saw Insidious 3 and Poltergeist, but I didn't really end up going to see either one of those for, like, certain reasons. But this, like...
And because they weren't worth it.
Well, yeah, that's a big reason. But it's more just there was scheduling conflicts and shit that came up. Like, we just ran out of time to go see it.
Yeah.
And I kind of said, fuck it, all right, it's not worth it. Let's just go repeat, like, something else.
Good man.
Because I don't know, it's like, well, it's a lot of the horror movies, after a while, it's like, what else can I really say about it? They're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
And Sinister 2, yeah, looks kind of like more like the same. I mean, I do like the design of the villain, although, like, as you point out, it does look an awful lot like Slender Man.
Yeah.
But...
Good evening. I'm Slender Man. It's just... I don't know why, I just always want to say that damn Bane voice. It looks like it looks like he'd say it in that thing, too.
I don't know. I can't imagine we're speaking like Kenny.
Yeah.
But...
You know what you kind of remind... It's like if Kane... It kind of reminds me of like Kane was Slender Man in some regards. Just like the way he looks.
Kane?
Back before he shaved his head. The wrestler.
Not even close to a wrestler fan at all. You were barking up the wrong tree on that one.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't do sports, dude.
It's not a sport, it's soap opera for men.
I'm thinking of the South Park episode now.
That's why I brought it. That's why I said that. Hey, you mentioned Kenny.
Point taken.
And what was the last trailer?
That was the last trailer.
Really?
We only got 3 trailers.
I thought we had 4.
Nope, 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the gift. Between this and Mission Impossible, yeah, it's movies are getting better. They're getting better. I know, right? So at this point, we're originally gonna go see Shaun of the Sheep, but I might try to see if we can find Cop Car somewhere because I really want to see that.
Yeah, we
movie.
found out it said coming in theaters August 7th. It's August 12th. Why didn't we know this was out?
Well, I knew it was out, but I couldn't find any theaters nearby. Maybe it was just limited release thing. But
maybe, yeah.
I'll check to see. But I don't know. Probably it's like this and Ricky and the Flash. I don't know. We'll probably see something before I leave next week. On that, I think it's all we got, guys. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all whatever the hell we're watching next. See you guys.
See ya.